V2.
Yeah, I'm not unsure as to what the deal is, but seems like there's not an issue with one of the sides, so they've decided to progress with a 3v2, which is really interesting, but we'll see if this gets cleared up over time.
Yeah, I think that's what
As Anonymous carries this one up, tries to get it past one, but Irony clears it out to the side. 50 between Causing and Timed In as it goes to Richard in the middle. Richard carrying from his own end. Can't get that 50 though as it gets cleared out by the mouse over to Causing. Causing grabs that corner boost, looking to throw the ball towards the mid. Passes it out to Mouse. Anonymous looking to get the carry here. Pops it up high. Causing with a follow-up just off target. Now, as we can see, Trash gets into the lobby, and now it's a full-on 3-on-3 as a Mouse gets the 50 with Timed In, and the first goal of the night goes in favor of CLBs.
Yeah, not exactly sure what happened there. There was a save, but then Richard kind of AFKs a little bit, and ball rolls in the net. I think this is a good reset for each team, and they can just keep going. Oh.
As we come into this, so Richard with a 50 over towards Timed In. Timed In looking for a carry. A little bit of a scuff start, but we'll make it do with it. Timed In trying to get it over to Irony. Gets 50'd by Trash, and now it's a 2-goal lead for the side of CLBs.
Yeah, just an unfortunate hit there. Timed In wasn't able to recover. Irony overcommitted a little bit as third man and got a nice bang in the net for CLBs.
Yeah, a pretty quick start coming out for CLBs, and despite a bit of a man disadvantage to start, they seem to be having the momentum here to start this game. Irony gets beat out by Causing looking to make a carry out. Timed In tries to make the 50, but manages to put it clear to side as Trash trying to keep possession. Trying to 50 out here with Irony. Irony looking to get a shot on target. Gets 50'd out by Mouse as the shot comes close to converting. Timed In, tries to pop it up. Gets it over to Irony. Irony gets one touch, a relatively soft one, as Trash gets one touch. Looking for a musty? He seems to be almost freestyling out here as Causing, looking to get a 50 over to Irony. Irony getting the shot, but not on target. As Causing's looking to get this one out. Gets 50'd by Richard. Trash looking to put this towards center. Gets the shot just off target. As Causing looks to put this one up. Looking for a double. Misses as Mouse trying to get this one on target. That's off. 50 just off target. A lot of back and forth gameplay now. A couple goals early, but it's really settled out here in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit hectic, but I think both teams are starting to find their grounds with the game underway thus far.
Yeah, it seems to kind of be settling in after the scuff start as Trash tries to get this over to Mouse. Mouse puts it back into Trash. Trash going up for the dribble. Beats out one, looking to get the 50 past the last. Is a pass over to Mouse. And a beautiful shot. What a great dribble coming out from Trash. Able to beat out Irony clean. And a nice follow-up from Mouse to secure the goal pass Timed In. And now it's a 3-0 lead on the side of CLBs.
Yeah, great shot by Mouse there, but if I'm iTrash, I might be a little bit upset. It looks like he got that flip reset there, so great job by the CLBs getting the lead, but iTrash was unable to get the flip.
Yeah, iTrash, he didn't really seem to get the power he wanted after he got that dribble going, which kind of made Mouse a little concerned about whether it would be a goal, and he ended up coming in, but still a secured goal on the side of CLBs as Mouse looks to get this one clear. Over to Trash. Trash puts that one up just off target, bar down and out as Mouse looking to get a control here. Hits it over to side, looking to get a 50. Keeps control, flicks it. Richard gets the 50 over to corner, but it bounces out towards mid. A 50 gets cleared all the way out, though, as Causing us to scramble back to try to get control. Bit of a miscue between Trash and Causing, but Mouse is able to get this clear. Richard looking to get control, but demoed as he goes up for that, and Irony is forced to come in to keep possession. Irony beats out one, can't beat out the second, though, as it goes over to side, and Causing looking to get this cleared out to Trash, but cut off by Timed In. Mouse gets control, looks to put this towards mid, gets the shot on target, and it's a 4-0 lead on the side of CLBs.
Yeah, not what we were expecting to see this far this game. Looks like the clock for GMs are just gonna have to reset next game while the CLBs took game 1 off of them.
Yeah, really surprising to see Mouse popping off here with 3 goals, as he was not a player even picked for the All-Star team. So it's great to see him stepping up and kind of showing, like, why wasn't I picked? I should be here kind of mentality.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
now it's now on the side of Klopp for GM. They've really got to step up and try to get some momentum here and try to show why they deserve up to be an all-star team.
Yeah, no, I think they will. I think the awkwardness of the early parts of this game have certainly played in a role into their performance thus far.
Yep. As Mouse puts it on target, gets saved up by Irony, though, is timed on the Scarab. Look, tries to get it clear, but is unsuccessful as it falls back to Richard in the corner. Nice touch by Trash, gets the double off the sidewall towards mid, but cut off by Richard. Timed in, hits the ball across to Irony. Irony looks to get it to Richard. Richard, oh! Almost a freestyle level clip with Richard off the ceiling, but just off target, as Causing clears this straight out and in for a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, really close call there from Clotford GMs going for the clip, but the consistency from the CLBs is key, and they've got the 5-0 lead.
Yeah, despite the power of that clip, they just when they were unsuccessful, there was 3 committed and an easy counterattack. But it really seems like Klopp for GM is not really caring about the scoreline and is really just trying to be fancy with the clips, and it's kind of hurting them in a scoreline perspective, but I'm not even sure if that matters to them.
Yeah, as long as they're having fun, that's really the goal. But maybe the Clotford GMs will get a little bit antsy and say, "Hey, it looks like you guys are sweating. We're gonna start sweating too." So um,
Fair. Looks
that
like
might
there's a
be.
bit of an issue here with Richard needing to restart his Rocket League. But once he gets back in, we'll move on to the second game as CLBs look to increase their lead to 2-0 in the series, as they had a dominant start to this one despite the issues with having only 2 members.
Yeah. So hopefully that change or the Rocket League restart will go well for Richard, and we'll see a much more competitive game 2 of this best of 7 series.
Yeah, a bit of an issue with his Rocket League would make a lot of sense for why he wasn't the dominant player that we were expecting in this series, and we'll see if that restart really changes going into the second game here. Just looking to make sure, because on the side of CLB's, Trash was the one we really expected to be the big one to step up, but it was really Mouse who was really the dominant one in that game. So we'll see if that continues here into game number 2.
Yeah, and now that we've got everyone back, I think we're getting. I think Cloud4 GM will recover this game, and I think they will take the win after that awkward game 1.
Yeah, looking for the players are just getting ready to join into the lobby. Seems to be a bit of hesitation, unsure why, as Richard has come back to the lobby, but we'll see.
Do you think things will change for the Cloud4 GM side ahead
I
of
sure
this
hope so.
game?
I sure hope they at least make it competitive, because that first game really didn't show them off as they really wanted to. So we'll see if that really continues, but we will most definitely see, as I really expect them to come out faster now without because there obviously was a bit of a confusing start to that game number 1. So we will see going into game number 2 whether they have what it takes here.
Yeah, and same thing. I mean, for CLB, they just got to keep doing what they're doing. I think the game is in Clotford GM's hands. It's how they want to play it. Do they want to keep just having fun the entire time? I don't know if that was their uh, idea going into it, or do they want to start maybe try harden a little bit, really take out the step against this other team, and
Oh, here
here
we
we
go.
are getting into the game.
Yeah, it seemed to be a bit of confusion to making sure everyone is ready, but now we're getting into this game number 2 as Causing and Trash and Richard kick off, as Richard wins this one over to Timed In on the F-150, as Timed In looks to get that 50 over to Irony, and Irony pots the first goal of the game, not even 10 seconds in.
Yeah,
And it's 1-0 in favor of Klopp for GM.
Timed in just kind of powers that one in there into the midfield. Built forward tough, and then Irony's able to finish it off. I think this team is looking strong headed into game 2.
Yeah, definitely a much faster start of 150 into a decent keep of possession, eventually turning into a goal here. As Trash looks to 50 this one to mid, Trash puts it back towards mid. Mouse trying to keep possession here as Timed In's looking to 50. Richard gets it past Mouse, but can't get it past Causing as the ball goes back into the side of Klopp for GM here. Causing looks to get this one clear over to Trash, but cut off by Richard. Mouse gets a big booming clear over to Causing. Causing looking to put this one towards the midfield, but just barely unable to, as there was a decent 50 coming out on the side of Klopp for GM as Mouse looks to get this one clear, pops it up kind of weak over to Trash. Trash able to make it work though, as a nice 50 comes out, preventing the opportunity. Causing misses on his aerial, but looking, Irony manages to get clean control out of that play, looks to do a 180 backflip flick, but just not enough power. As Trash looks to get his carry out, gets the reset, puts it towards mid, but no one there as it couldn't drop to Mouse. Mouse versus Timed In, and Timed In gets the flick over Mouse, and now it's 2-0.
Yeah, there's Timed In again. Build forward tough, just driving in there, powering through. Strong truck. A little bit of off-roading there. But yeah, the team is looking a lot better. The entire game is looking a lot better. Both teams look like they're having fun, and all the issues seem to be out of the way.
Yeah, this game number 2 definitely seems more competitive. Seems like the teams are less confused, just playing their game, putting on a show for everyone, and so far 2 goals have come in favor of Klopp for GM, and 3rd goal will be potted. How can I even explain what happened there? Irony pops this one across to Timed In back to Irony, back to Timed In, over to Richard. Just an insane amount of passing.
Yeah, I think a couple people got a hockey assist there, which is a pretty interesting there. But tides have changed for this game. It's completely flipped on its head. Klopp for GM has certainly returned in better form, and they're up 4-0 now after a fantastic double from Richard. Just looking incredibly dominant this game.
Yeah, what a double from Richard. Pops it off the wall, follows it completely cleanly, and then gets a really tight double tap. And now it's 4-0 in favor of Klopp for GM, and we're not even 2 minutes into this game. Timed In wins the 50 off the kickoff. Mouse trying to keep possession, hits it back into Timed In though, as Timed In tries to put this one towards the midfield. Does so successfully, but it's cleared out back towards Richard. Richard pops it up, going for another one of his signature dribbles, but does not get clean control off of a 50. Timed In looks to get that 150 towards mid, but is unsuccessful, as Mouse trying to get this one put towards the middle is successful. As Irony looks to get this one clear. Irony going for a dribble, gets one reset, pops it up, going for the double. Oh, just misses on the double. Almost an amazing showing of a flip reset double tap air dribble here, but just barely off target. As Mouse looks to rotate here, as Timed In trying to get this one towards the middle, but a nice demo on Irony by Mouse prevents that opportunity. Causing looks to put this one mid, but it's 50'd up by Richard. Richard trying to get this one clear, pops it up high with a follow-up from Irony. Irony going for the double. Oh, off crossbar. What an insane opportunity there.
Really unfortunate there from Irony. That was going to be clip of the day. I think if he got it. An unfortunate miss from iTrash. Oh, there it is finally. Causing puts it away. But, I mean, back to that Irony goal. That would have been really something special. But CLBs are coming back. Klopp for GM has to be careful in these last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, lots of great showings of mechanics on the side of Klopp for GM. A couple of opportunities that just hit crossbar that would have made a clip of the day possibility here, but just not able to convert, which takes away the power of that clip. So we'll see if they can get one here that actually sticks, as Trash looks to get a big booming clear out here, but Irony able to put it back in. Trash with control, a great 50 from Timed In. Timed In over to Irony. Irony puts it towards the middle, but nobody there as Richard is playing third man all the way back, unable to commit with his 2 teammates. Richard gets 50'd by Causing. Irony looking to get a double off the wall here, does so successfully. No real follow though, as Mouse is able to 50 and get a follow-up. Mouse hits it across, but Irony's able to cut it off over to Timed In. Timed In looks to put it towards middle, over to Causing, but it gets 50'd. As Causing's able to cut it off, as Richard looking to get a dribble here, playing a bit of a passive game, trying to get possession. Does so successfully off the corner wall. A nice follow from Timed In over towards the middle. Over to Irony, who 50'd it out. Timed In's up, but unable to connect with the ball. Almost another crazy pre-jump play, but just a little bit unsuccessful. Trash looking to get his 50, but
the game has looked really competitive in the last minute, but it's just interesting how game one, I mean, CLB just absolutely dominated. Coming into game two, it's completely on its head, completely different. And it looks like still Clot4 GM is having fun out there. They're going for clips left and right, but it's working. So it'll be interesting to see what happens going into game three.
yeah, I think they just went in with the attitude of let's get a few goals, let's get a bit of a lead, and then we can start freestyling, which is because I feel like they're really trying to extend this series, keep things going, and they don't want to lose out in 4 and lose the opportunities to show off on stream. So they really stepped up, got a couple goals early, and now they're able to put the pedal down a little bit and focus more on the freestyles, which was seen towards the end of this game as Clot4 GM takes this one.
Yeah, really good performance there from Clot4 GM. Irony certainly showed out. Almost had a magnificent goal there. Unfortunately, didn't go in. And then Richard had a really nice double tap as well. So it's looking to be more of a competitive series. I think we're tied 1-1. So hopefully CLB step it up, return to their game one form. Clot4 GM keeps it up, and game 3 is going to be a really tight contest.
Yeah, if both teams go into their form from their better game, we could really see a show here as both teams are showing the potential of what they're able to do. It's just it's just showing up and doing it as a full team here. And the kind of the balance between the like show off and the competitive that is really needing to be shown here to keep a competitive game, because both games one team really seem to show up, and there hasn't really been a close game yet this series, so I'm hopeful that there will be one here in game number 3.
Absolutely.
As we get into game number 3, starting off with a kickoff between Irony and Mouse. Mouse wins the kickoff over to Trash. Trash gets a 50, and Causing follows it up. What a 3-way passing play off that kickoff. Great win by Mouse. Trash is up, beats out Richard off the ceiling, and Causing gets the rebound, and now it's 1-0, 5 seconds in.
Yeah, CLB looking like they're back to that game one form, involving everybody on that goal. Really great job by them.
Mouse wins another kickoff. Been unstoppable on those kickoffs. Causing beats out Richard, but Irony's there to bail him out. Trash trying to keep the possession going, but gets 50'd out. Causing trying to follow this up, but Timed In gets the possession, puts it towards the middle, right past Trash, but nobody there to convert on it as Causing gets this one clear here. Irony gets 50'd by Causing. Richard pops it up. Timed In's up, trying to keep the possession, but seems really awkward. Irony bailing him out, putting it towards the corner here. Richard trying to play the possession, but can't as Irony tries to get it clear. Timed In gets the possession though, trying to get a 50, gets the pinch, and now it's all tied up, and we're just under a minute into this game.
What a goal there from Timed In. I mean, the Merc and the little pinch again there, the nice fake. Great job by him to equalize this in game 3.
Yeah, great goal, great timed pinch, great awareness of where the defenders were, and using his mechanics to place it through. Trash tried to get that, but it ended up popping to Irony. Irony doesn't get the dribble he wanted though, as it bounces hard off the backboard. No real contest though from the side of CLBs, so it'll be interesting to see as a great 50 comes out just off target, but nobody there to follow it up as Trash is able to clear this one out of danger. Timed In tries to get that shot on target, but cannot as Causing gets this clear. Causing looking to put this towards the middle. One bounce and then a shot, and Causing gets the goal with nobody there to defend. The bounce off corner, Richard cannot get it, and Causing pots the goal into the open cage. And now it's a 2-1 lead with a minute and a half into this game.
Yeah, great job there. Both teams are looking more in form, and they both look like they're having fun, so that's really the most important part.
Yeah, fun game, competitive game, close game. This is the best overall game I've seen this series from both teams in terms of like making it as entertaining as possible here. As Trash gets that pop up, no beat out on time. Time's able to keep it in. Irony gets a nice control, nice shot, but a nice save coming out from Mouse as Irony looks to pot the tying goal here for the side of Club for GM.
And Timeden looks to be doing some chain dash wave pre-jumps and all kinds of things, so I'm interested to see if one of those works out. Fortunately did not there as the ball just rolls in the net for the CLBs. Maybe Cloud for GM has to turn it back a little bit because they gave up a pretty easy save there, but they do look like they're having fun on the field.
Yeah, that's what Irony probably wants back. Just like a pretty anticlimactic all-star goal. Not exactly what we were expecting to see here, but we'll see how Clop for GM responds to that. As Timeden tries to put it towards the middle, cannot successfully. As a nice shot coming out. A nice follow-up. Wow, what a goal from Richard.
Yeah, there's Richard again. Fantastic double tap. He's out playing all three of the CLB players, shooting it right at Causing. The shot's so good, he can't even save it. So great job there by Richard and Clot for GM.
Yeah, Richard showing off those crazy mechanics here as he's really stepping up and showing why he is one of the MVP caliber players here in AA. Trash with a shot right underneath Richard as I'm talking about him. And now it's a 4-2 lead on the side of CLBs.
Yeah, CLBs fire right back with another one of their signature team plays. So great job by them. They're sticking to their guns, and they've got a 4-2 lead in Game 3.
Yeah, sticking to what they know and what they're strong with, as it really looks like Clop for GM has to find the balance between the freestyling and the wins if they want to keep these games competitive, because it seems like they goof off a little too much and then the scores go wildly not in their favor. Causing gets a nice touch and a nice follow-up on that dribble as a shot comes through from Mouse. Mouse just going for a bump. Seemed to be just right underneath the ball to tap it in while bumping Irony. A pretty ironic goal, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, a little bit ironic there. Let's hope that Clop for GM can step it up, and maybe the pinch off the kickoff is looking like it might work. Unfortunately, iTrash gets a good clear.
Yeah, the defensive play on the side of CLB seems to be pretty strong. They seem to be doing a good job of shutting down a lot of the solo plays, and only the most mechanical ones are breaking through, and the counterattacks are just unstoppable as Causing puts that one through.
Yeah, and an underrated team play there. Again, everybody's touching the ball. Anonymous to iTrash with a great clear, and then Causing finishes it off. That's what the CLB's mantra has been so far. Everybody touches the ball and they score. So we'll see if they can continue that.
Absolutely. It's looking like the one team's solo play heavy, the other team's team play heavy, but it seems like the team plays have been coming alive and really being the difference maker here in game number 3. As a shot almost comes through from Richard, but a nice save coming out as Trash looks to get this one clear. Mouse is up, going for a dribble, just doesn't have any kind of follow-up though as an easy save comes out. Irony puts this towards middle, cut off by Causing. Causing gets a 50 with timed. A good bump coming out as well as no real control. Richard's able to get there, but he's backwards. Gets the backwards 50, manages to get it clear over to Causing though. But he gets his own follow-up as Causing was a little hesitant. Timed in side flips, and now Irony has to cut off from the midfield to keep this play going. Causing pops it up, no real follow though. Timed pops it out, no real follow-up from him though. Tries to get there with a pre-flip, but is just barely off. A nice 50 coming out as Irony has to scramble back to try to keep this out defensively. Flicks it over, no real follow though to cut him off, so he's able to get that to the other corner as Richards takes this out. Little bit of an overshot though as Richards unable to follow up his play. A nice clear though as a Mouse gets 50'd by Irony. Irony beats out Mouse, Causing with a touch. Can he get another one though? Yes, he can. Over to Mouse. Mouse misses on that touch though as Causing gets a nice strong clear out here. Little bit of an awkward save by Irony, but timed in, bails him out here. And now coming into the last 10 seconds of this game, it's just been, there has been some momentum on the side of Klopp for GM, but just not really converting. Whereas the conversion on the other end seems to be way higher percentage.
Yeah,
as this ball will drop.
The CLBs were just a lot more calculated that game. They didn't make as many mistakes, and it showed out. They get the 6-2 win. One thing that's interesting, though, at the end of the game, clap for GM, we saw a little bit of the team plays coming out. I saw, like, hits off the ceiling to each other and stuff like that, so maybe that's something to look forward to heading into Game 4.
Yeah, they seem to kind of be understanding that they need to up their team plays if they want to have a chance to win this series, as the team plays coming out from CLBs are allowing for the higher percentage counterattacks. Whereas the counterattacks on the side of Klopp for GM really are just solo plays that as long as you shut down the one player, there isn't really a follow-up. So I wonder if here in game number 5, we will see a situation where there needs to Klopp for GM puts in more passing plays in an attempt to do a better job of countering and have a chance to win the series.
Yeah, and I think if the game follows the nature that we've seen so far, Clap for GM is going to come back with another good game. Just back and forth blowouts. This game looked competitive for a while, but eventually CLBs just took over.
Yeah, I think it was competitive, but the fact that the one team on the side of CLB's got 10 shots versus like 5 on the side of Klopp for GM, I feel like just the constant pressure and the constant opportunities with the passing just eventually broke through, and CLB's managed to take it pretty handily.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to potentially seeing the Klopper GM side come out hot this game and perform better, but you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we will see as we get into this one. Game number 5. As Trash tries to get this clear. Actually, I think this is game 4. I was mistaken as Irony looks to get this one. A nice flick, though, coming out, looking for a 50, but cannot get it to go. As this ball drops. As Trash looks to get his dribble going, gets 50, manages to win both 50s, though, gets this shot just off target. No real counterattack goal there, just because of a post. As Irony manages to slot this one through, though. On the counterattack, Richard over to Irony. Irony manages to beat out a Mouse's touch and put it into the open net, causing just unable to get there on the rotation. And now it's a 1-0 game for Klopp for GM just over 30 seconds in.
Yeah, maybe the car change for Irony was the key. The Batmobile slotting that in there, and then at the end, after that goal, timed in with maybe a little bit of toxicity. I don't know how lighthearted it was. The what a save spam on causing on that goal. Something to look out for. Heading into this game.
I would be shocked if it wasn't just like for fun. I don't believe there would be any like genuine toxicity here, especially with how lighthearted All-Star is. As a shot comes through from Mouse, a nice play from Mouse, causing managed to fly to that, put it all hard off the backboard, and Mouse beats out timed in to put it through, and the game's tied just a minute in.
Yeah, nice equalizer there. Maybe this is going to be the competitive game that we've been looking for this series.
Yeah, well, we will see if this back and forth will progress or whether one team will blow it, as we've been seeing. Richard misses, though, as timed in has to cut from the midfield there. Mouse gets some time on the ball, gets 50'd out by Irony, though, as Irony looks to keep possession going, but Trash cuts him off. Trash trying to get a helicopter reset, but is unsuccessful. As Time looks to pop this up to Mouse. Mouse beats out 2. As Causing puts the shot through. What a beat on the side by Mouse. Pops it hard off the sidewall, and 2 defenders are caught scrambling as Causing puts the shot through, and now it's a 2-1 game.
Yeah, there it is again, the overcommits and the easy counterattacks from the CLB side. That's kind of been the weakness of the Clot for GM side.
Yeah, it really seemed like they're taking advantage of that weakness as Trash gets this one clear, looking to follow his own play up. Shot just wide, but Mouse is there on the follow, and it's 3-1 just like that.
Yeah, there they are again. 2 unfortunate misses from the Clot for GM side, and not enough slots that one away.
Yeah, seems like there seems to be more pressure on the side of CLBs following up their plays. Even if they're missing the initial shot, there's always one there for the rebound. As Richard is sitting AFK, I wonder if there's an issue there, as he's just sitting there unresponsive, as Causing puts this one wide. Richard has returned as he goes up for this one, gets the reset, but no real follow. As Irony looks to put this one on target, but Mouse cuts him off. Mouse to Causing. Causing just barely misses, though, as Timed In is up for the chance of a counterattack. Irony off the backboard. Richard with the shot. What a play.
Great job by Richard. Maybe Richard fixed something in that little AFK moment there and comes out with a slot top right. Things are looking good for GM heading into the second half of Game 4.
Yeah, just a very good mechanical play. Timed In, pops it up. Irony pops it off backboard, and then Richard's there to clean her up. And now it's a 1-goal game, and this thing's getting way more competitive. Causing with the clear. Mouse looking to follow it up, but a nice 50 by Richard off the corner wall. Trash looking to cut it off. Doesn't get the touch he wanted, though, as the ball just kind of kills there. Almost a great pinch between Timed In and Irony, just not quite successful. As Causing looking to put this one through. Causing with the backflip shot. Not exactly the power I don't think he was wanting, but it works. And now it's a 4-2 game here.
There it is again. CLBs with the counterattack. They stop the 2-person push, and they come back with one of their own, and they secure it. The 4-2 lead in Game 4.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, as there always seems to be an answer for each goal by Clop for GM this game, as Causing on another counterattack. Timed In trying to defend, but Trash is there. And now it's a 5-2 game.
Just another big error from the Clop for GM side. Timed In good position, just unfortunately messes up the aerial, gets awkward, and then messes up the flip. Unfortunate play there from Timed In, but still time. Only down 3.
Yep, 5-2 now in favor of CLBs as it goes towards the mid. The defensive play on the side of Clop for GM is just not as strong as their offensive game, and it's really coming to hurt them here as they're putting up really flashy offense, but they just crumble on the counterattack as goals just keep getting potted in off of those 3-on-2 scenarios.
Yeah, and I think that certainly may be part of their game plan. There it is, Anonymous with another great shot. Only one person in net, and they just take advantage of it. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I mean, that could be part of their game plan. They could be wholly aware of that and understand they want to have fun on offense, and they're probably going to get scored on a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm unsure whether it's intentional or not. But either way, they seem to just be enjoying themselves with the mechanics. But they're just like, I just wish they would have these same mechanics on defense, so we'd see these more competitive games. As this one's really quickly turning into a blowout as Mouse puts that shot on, and now it's a 7-2 game. As just like the previous games, a couple of goals, and now the game just becomes more and more out of reach here.
Yeah, again, just slow rollers in front of the net, and CLB's there to put them away, and Klopp's not there to save them. Maybe they might need a super sub from Klopp himself to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, as currently it seems like there's no subs in the lobbies. Both teams are just 3 people, so it'll be interesting to see whether there's any substitutions around or whether these teams are going to stay final. Almost a great shot from Richard, getting that 50 as Irony trying to get this clear, but just ends up 50ing hard off sidewall. Just doesn't really go anywhere, as Timed In now has control for a dribble. Was that an Arsenal reset? No, because he didn't seem to get the reset off of that, but almost, as he goes for almost that flip reset double. Just barely unable to connect, though, with some backboard defense coming out on the side of CLBs.
Yeah, that would have been really great there if Timed In had that flip. I think it was close, but didn't quite get those 2 wheels on the ball, so wasn't able to get the reset.
Yeah, it seemed like he was hit more on the front of his car than the back of his car there, but still, the mechanics continuing to show on the side of Clop for GM, even if they are down in the game. Richard beats out 2 with a nice pop, and then throws it mid to Irony, who slots it in the open side. And now it's only a 4-goal lead with 26 seconds left. Technically doable, but highly, highly unlikely.
Yeah, you never know in the All-Star game, but I mean, great job by Clot for GM to get that goal. They avoid the Barca potential. It can't really get any worse from here, but Causing does put that goal in. 7-3, 8-3, what's the difference? I mean, you lost, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't sweat that too hard if you're on the Clot for GM side.
yeah, a little bit of the caster curse coming in, saying it couldn't get any worse right as a goal goes in, but that's just what we expect here at RLPC. As now it's an 8-3 lead, and that 5-goal deficit comes back. Causing, looking to get another counterattack goal, put this even further out of reach. Pretty much a consolation goal here at the end. What comes off the ceiling but gets cut off. Trash ends up messing up, and I feel like they've pretty much given up on the side of CLBs. They know they've won this game, and they're just kind of sitting there ready to move on to the next as Mouse drives away from the ball there.
Yeah, I think so. Just extending this game, milking that clock, a little bit more screen time for everybody. Both teams must be on the same page. But 8-4 scoreline does look a little bit better than 8-3.
Yeah, just making it a little more competitive. But as we're saying that, could there be a 0-second goal here? We will see. Shot comes through, but just not strong enough from Trash, and the CLBs take this one at an 8-4 scoreline.
Yeah, just dominant performance from CLB. Clot for GM, they were going for those clips, they were going for those mechanical plays, and unfortunately, they just weren't able to finish them, and CLBs were there for the counterattacks.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see because now Clop for GM's on the ropes. Here as we move into game number 5 and a chance to take this series 4-1 here.
What do you think is going to happen? Do you think Clot for GM will come back and make a push for this series win, or
I think that Clop for GM is going to make a push to at least like extend this. If they can win this next game, they have a couple more games where they can continue their freestyling antics and have a good time. But I'm unsure if it'll be enough because CLBs really seem to be kind of gelling here, and it'll be interesting to see whether there's a chance for Clop for GM to come back or whether CLBs are just too strong here.
Yeah, I think if we're judging on how it's been going, I think the CLBs are going to take it here. Aside from that game 2, they've just looked dominant, so I don't think there's too much of a chance from the Clot for GM side.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see here as we move in to game number 5. Match point in favor of CLBs. And we'll see if that has any impact on the way these games are going. Timed in almost over to Irony as Richard goes up for the dribble. No real follow though as the ball goes a little too far from him. Causing, pops it up. Looking to follow up his own play here. Beats out timed in. Taking good possession. Decent flick as Irony has to cut this one off back towards the corner, but Trash gets the 50. Can't get it clear though as Irony playing possession here. Really risky, but with the pop-up and a little bit of a misplay driving over the ball, but unsuccessful as Trash puts this one on target though as CLBs take the lead here.
Yeah, CLB's just, again, with the team plays, everybody seems to be touching the ball, and eventually the Clot for GM side just gets too spaced out and an open net's there.
Yeah, just like not exactly constant pressure, but just constant presence with the rotation seems to be making a big difference. As like, even if it's not looking like possession's fully in their favor, their positioning eventually allows them to punish the mistake, as that one's just off target from Irony. Almost a great dribble play as Causing shuts down Timed In's chance to tie the game. Mouse looking to get a 50, can't though, as Causing pops this one up. Richard has the possession though as Trash is able to counterattack. Another big long boom that's just going to go in off of more questionable positioning by Clop for GM.
Yeah, unfortunate miss there from Irony. A little bit overcommitted. Almost got the great save off the ceiling, but something's just off with the Clot for GM side, and they've got 3 minutes and 49 seconds to figure it out before they'll be eliminated.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether they have what it takes to keep this thing going. But we will see.
I mean, hopefully for the Clot for GM side, there will be some open net that TDS Richard can take care of, because, I mean, as we all know, if you've seen the podcast, that's his specialty. Vultures, all they do is hit open nets, especially Richard. So if that starts happening, I think the clock for GM side is going to look really good.
Yeah, but the thing is, with this rotation, there isn't really these open nets to shoot for, and the open nets are actually on the side of Richard's squad. So they really need to settle down defensively if they want to win this series. But knowing the way they've been playing, they might just be going for clips and having a good time regardless of score.
Yeah, a little bit of unforeseen territory. I know Richard, he sees a lot of open nets, so when the net's covered like it is right now, he just doesn't know how to act. So I think Richard's going to have to take off here and get a couple more nice double taps on some clean nets.
Yeah, as Mouse trying to get this one clear, a nice big boom catches the defender slacking once more as Richard has to scramble back on that one. Does so successfully, but just unable to really counterattack. Causing gets a nice pinch though, and this one rolls towards the net, forces out a save from Irony. Gets a decent one, but nothing too crazy. As Causing trying to get a shot here, can't. As Time's going for the tip. Gets a piece, but just not enough to get it on target here. Irony going for a bit of a doozy. Misses though, and ends up having to pinch it backwards as he has no angle to shoot for the net. Causing looking for a shot here, 50s it. It goes straight vertical in the air though. Irony looking to get this cleared as Causing looking to get a 50 here, cannot. Richard shadowing this one though, waiting for his chance, gets a nice 50, but it ends up going right to Mouse. Time tries to cut this one off and keep the play going. Bit of a miscue though between Richard and Time, as Irony has to scramble back defensively. And Causing's able to punish.
Yeah, there it is again. Open nets. Ironically enough, the irony's there. Not on Richard's side. The orange team, the CLBs, they look like they're going to take it away.
Yeah, one could say Irony is causing the irony of this scenario.
One could say that. One could say that.
As Causing looking to get a 50 over to Trash though. Trash doesn't really get the power I think he was expecting to get there, but Timed looking to get a play out though. Gets the dribble, gets the follow-up control, gets a 50 off the back wall, but just unable to convert as the defense is just too rock solid as Caster Curse comes alive and they get punished as I'm saying that.
Almost there. Anonymous had a fantastic save. Passing to Irony and then getting the save himself would have been pretty cool, but Irony does put away that open net for Plot for GM.
Yeah, making me eat my words here, as now it's a 3-1 game and anything is possible here for the side of Clop for GM. Lots of misses though. Mouse eventually is the one on his team to get this out, but no real follow-up though. But Richard unable to really take advantage as Mouse prevents the goal against there, but Causing has to kick this to side. Time trying to 50 with him. Irony has the control, but gets 50'd out by Trash. Mouse puts this up. Almost a 50 that caused a goal, but a great save from Mouse. But all for nothing as Time's able to slot it into the open net there. And now it's a 1-goal game with 38 seconds to play.
Yeah, there's the pressure. They're kind of looking like a real team now. Maybe too little, too late. Who knows? 38 seconds, though. Plot for GM has a chance to tie this one up and force it to a game 6.
Yeah, we will see if this will be successful or whether the reputation of CLB to counterattack and get a quick goal when the deficit becomes less will continue. Causing gets 50 though. Is that an open net? Just off target.
Richard misses it.
Richard missing probably the most important play of the series. And now with 18 seconds left, will it be enough? Or will Richard be able to make up for his prior error? Causing 50s with Irony though. And now with 7 seconds to play and no clear control for Klopp for GM, this could be all over. We will see though, as Richard tries to get control, but the ball will drop and CLBs will take it. Heartbreak for Richard.
Yeah, really unfortunate there. Contrary to popular belief and what I thought, Richard was unable to miss open nets. We saw it there, unfortunately. Clot for a GM side had the chance, but they were unable to put it away. The CLBs take it in game 5. 4-1 win for the CLBs.
Yeah, the CLBs came out and got a big early lead and despite the attempts by Klopp for GM to bring it back, they were unsuccessful. Oh, Trash wanting to do the interview for us. Awesome. Trash just needs to join a general channel and we'll pull him in and we'll get an idea of how his team is and how his team's doing here. And once we get Trash in here, he can get pulled into this chat and we'll get an idea of how this team was, because quite a surprise game. I was surprised with how, despite the sub of Mouse, they were still able to pull it out and get the dub here.
I do be. Oh, there you are.
Hello, Trash.
Hola,
What a fantastic performance out there for your squad. How did that go from your perspective? Like, how was your team gelling out there?
Gelling? Does that mean like chemistry?
Yeah. How was your team? How was your team feeling out there from a chemistry perspective?
Well, honestly, let's just for I think I know for the last game I was watching memes with LSM that entire time. I have no idea what was going on.
Oh, interesting.
But we were vibing. I was listening to some YMCA and stuff. It was fun.
That's awesome.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Hold on. Guess what?
What's up?
Chicken butt. Got him. Sorry, I had to do that. I told him.
Oh, of course. You had to do it on stream. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I really saw a lot of passing coming out from you guys. I really saw, like, whereas I felt like Klopp for GM was a bunch of just crazy solo plays, I felt like you guys were really, like, passing the ball around. Everyone was getting touches before each of your goals. Was that just kind of did that just kind of happen naturally, or was there any, like, thought into that as a team?
I didn't put any thought into that game. I have no idea. I don't remember anything that happened that entire series.
Just kind of a blur for you, I see.
No. I think at one point Anonymous, he turned off his monitor. That one was on Forbidden Temple. I remember that one. I usually don't remember my games.
Oh, but that's awesome.
Yeah, no, we were all vibing. We were all in the same VC, so it was just, we were having fun.
Both teams were in the same VC for this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was a little chaotic, to say the least.
Well, Trash, it was a pleasure having you here, and it was great to get an idea of how this game was from like a perspective of one of the players.
There was no, it was, I don't even know. There's no word for that game.
All right. Well, it was nice having you here, Trash. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye-bye.